Beloved, love the Lord your God who made you. Deuteronomy 6:5, it tells you this. It is the first commandment, and many people have used this word during COVID-19. And then the other law that is another bigger is love thy neighbor. Leviticus 19:16. But let me tell you, how do you love your neighbor without loving God? How can you say you love your neighbor without loving God? Christ have told you to love him first in order to love your other neighbor. During COVID-19, a law came up to take pestilence 19 in order to travel, in order to eat, in order to work. Yeah, let me tell you, beloved, if God's word was judged, the government used you must love your neighbor. So they were quoting for Leviticus 19 and 16 how hypocrite they are. But they rejected Deuteronomy 65. And they reject Exodus 28. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Even the first commandment. I am the Lord, the God. Imagine. So how can you love your neighbor without God? You must put God first, then God's Spirit will give you a sincere love. Because you have loved God, then He will give you the heart of God to love your neighbor. Look, Christ died. Before He died, He kept the Sabbath. Even though His church was corrupted by Rome, every Sabbath He would come to preach. Even though He used to have weekly ministry day and every day preach people because they follow him, but every Sabbath he will go to the synagogue to preach those blind leaders. Let me tell you, Christ, when he died, a lot of people say when he died everything finished. No, it was not finished, because his apostles continued to worship on the seventh-day Sabbath. The commandment has been written on the stone by God's finger. And this is the scripture of his apostle who kept the Sabbath after Christ went to heaven. Acts 13:14, Acts 13:27, Acts 13:42 to 44, Acts 15:21, Acts 16:13, Acts 17:2, and Acts 18:4. So accordingly, the Sabbath day commandment remains for the saint forever. The saint of God who are described in Revelation 14 verse 1 to 12. Yes. Let me tell you, beloved, if you're a